Well, the Blue Jays show a little bit more fight in this game, but same result as they lose 6-3 to the New York Yankees and are now 37 and 45 as they have now lost 5 straight games and open up the series, losing. And it was funny, we were talking about this in the last video about the Blue Jays making Tanaka look like a god even though he's having a really bad season. Well, they pretty much did that again. 7 innings, 5 hits, only 1 run, struck out 8 guys. Made him look great. Marcus Stroman, however, did just fine himself. 5 innings, only gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, and struck out 3. But those 2 runs that he gave up, arguably the biggest runs of the game, were on a hit by pitch and a walk with the bases loaded. Both of those. That was in the first inning. And that's really all the runs they got on Stroman and all the runs they got until their 4-run 8th inning. Now, like I said, the Blue Jays did show a little bit of fight in that 9th inning as they got a couple runs, couple RBI, RBI singles, RBI double. I think it was an RBI single and an RBI double. So not a home run, driving in runs. It's great, but Russell Martin hits a ball probably as hard as he could right at Chase Headley. That gets past him. That's down the line. 1 run will possibly score, possibly 2, or Russell will get second, the tying run comes to the plate. But he hits it right at Chase Headley, and the Blue Jays lose. Now, the Blue Jays did pick up Miguel Montero off, they traded for him, I guess, from the Chicago Cubs. And he will probably replace Luke Maile tomorrow. Luke Maile will probably be sent down tomorrow. Also, he's a good hitter. His defense is okay. Kind of the opposite of Luke Maile. Luke Maile, great defensively, as bad as But then again, he did have 1 hit against Tanaka in this game, and he was 1 for 3. Great game by Darwin Barney as he got the first run of the game for the Jays on an RBI single. A hit with runners in scoring position for the Jays, and it's Darwin flipping Barney of all people. What else do I got to say? Really? Donaldson's been sucking the big wad lately. He's 0 for 3. His average is now down to 243. Josh is not playing well, and Ryan Tepera gets absolutely lit up in his one outing. Gets 1 guy out and gives up 3 hits, 4 runs, walks a batter, and 2 were earned. And that's really the difference there. He doesn't give up those runs, and the Jays still hit the way they do in the 9th, and they actually had the lead going into the bottom of the 9th. But you got to play every single game, every single inning, and you gave up 4 in that inning, and you lose. It's the way it is. So, with this game being done, and the Jays have now lost 5 straight. They lost the finale against the Orioles, which feels like ages ago now. They just got swept by Boston, just getting absolutely outscored to none. It was ridiculous. And now you've lost game 1 to the Yankees. I think I heard the record for the Blue Jays against American League East teams. 12 games under 500. They have played atrocious against the division, and it continues. Everybody's screaming for a rebuild, and every loss that goes by, people preach for it more. And they just picked up Montero. I don't know if that's for reinforcements, but then again, he's probably going to be a backup catcher. So really, what is that going to do for your team? It's not going to change the look of the team. But I don't know what's going on. This team is clearly not the team they were. And the pitching last season kind of overshadowed the sluggish bats of the Blue Jays. The bats weren't all that great last year. We talked about that. But the pitching was keeping us afloat. Now this year that the pitching is, it's okay. You never know what you're going to get from one day to the next. The offense is big time exposed. And I saw one of the comment, or somebody tweeted at me today talking about Brooke Jacoby, the hitting coach. Should he go? Well, in my opinion, they should kind of do what the Leafs did and shed the management and kind of get, start at one guy, keep, do what the Leafs did. But are they going to do that? Probably not, because they've already talked about, kissing Gibbons. But then again, they're playing like crap, so I don't know what's going to happen there. But should Brooke Jacoby be fired? In my eyes, yes. What did he do for us offensively last year? Not a whole lot. This year, it's been abysmal. Why keep him around? It's not helping us, clearly. But if you're going to make a move, to try and save your season at that. I mean, it's going to be kind of tough to save your season now. You're now 8 games under 500. That could be the first move you make. Bring in a new hitting coach. But will it happen? Probably not. But we're preaching something. The team sucks. Now, will they make trades during the All-Star break? I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Will they make trades to be better? I don't really know the way they're ending this kind of stretch here. The funny thing is, we entered that Baltimore series saying we need to win these series to get back in this. We have won one game. One game. In, 7 games, we've won 1. We're 1-6 in that big, tough, the key stretch. That's telling you right there, this team isn't good enough. And as much as it pains me to say, and I try to be as positive as I can be, the team's no good right now. They're not good enough. And everyone agrees with, everyone's kind of saying the same type of thing. The rebuild phase might not be a bad field. The retool phase might not be a bad field, depending on who you keep and who you move and what pieces you get back. But it's hilarious. You look at the Jays' 3 runs in this game. Who gets the RBIs? Darwin Barney, Kevin Pillar, and Darwin Barney. Where is Jose Bautista, Russell Martin for that matter, Josh Donaldson, Kendrys Morales? As much as he's been great all season, Justin Smoak, I think he had a hit in this game as well. He did have a double. Of course, a leadoff double that they can't bring around to score. But RBI-wise, they're getting production from your 8-9 hitters. But nobody else. That's very difficult to win games when those are your productive hitters. And when Marcus Stroman hits a batter and walks a guy to bring in runs in the first inning, you can tell it was going to be a long night. And then Maile can't hang on to the ball. In that last inning, he probably had him out at the plate, but he couldn't hang on to it. And it was just it's just a mess. Some of these runs we're seeing, it's just a joke. And I agree. I think the rebuild should be a thing, or the retool, whatever the management decides to do. I'm on board with the whole retool rebuild. The adding phase, there's too much you need to change with this team to add key pieces. Do we need another hitter? Yes, but one guy can't win you a bunch of games to get you into the playoffs, especially where we are right now. One pitcher, well, if it's a starting pitcher, he only goes once every 5 days. A reliever, you can't throw him out every game. So you need to get a significant amount of players to get this team even close to a playoff team. And it's not going to be easy at the deadline to do that. So, and maybe next year is a different story with the crazy free agent class. If they can't sign them, they're going to want to try and get something out of them, right? So, but that's not this year. And I know you guys want to see trades happen because this team is not playing well. And I agree. I think things should change. And as much as it pains me to say, players like Josh Donaldson I think should go. Because 1, he's not playing well. Second of all, he's probably got one of the most value on this team. 2 of your starting pitchers, Estrada and Lariano, both have expiring contracts at the end of this season. If you're trading anybody, trade those guys because, like I said, they have expiring contracts. So if you're going for a full-out rebuild, those are the type of guys you look for first, and then you think about things afterwards. But I want to hear what your guys' statements are. I want to hear all of them in the comments, guys. Who should, go by kind of rotation, bullpen, and I guess batters. Who should stay? Who should go? Kind of give me the who should go list, and then we'll kind of break it down from there, all right? Because I want to have a chat with you guys about this. I want to see what your opinions are about who the Jays should keep through this phase. If they're going through a retool or rebuild, who should they keep through this? And who should they trade for assets? Let me know what you guys think. I really, really want to know. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you're pumped for the future of this team and not really the present because there's not much to be happy about, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. Again, give me your who should go in each position because I want to know what you guys think. We'll have a discussion. If I say, well, we should keep this guy for this reason, and we can have a discussion back and forth. No problem. It'll be fun. All right. Let me know what you guys think about that, and maybe any assets, any prospects that you know of that you think that the Jays should target. Donaldson for this prospect from the White Sox or something like that, right? If you know anything, let me know what you guys think about that, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night tomorrow. I guess it would be in the evening, kind of about when the game started, because I have work tomorrow, and it's an afternoon game. All right, the starting pitchers are J.A Happ and CC Sabathia. I don't know. I don't know what I expect from this game, what I want from this game. If we're going through rebuild, I want them to lose. But then again, I don't want them to lose because they're my team. So we'll talk to you guys post-game, and, well, we'll see what happens. Talk to you guys then.